Hello everyone, welcome to Genius channel. We are going to see some previous year physics questions of India exam. Okay, so read the question number 63. Question number 63. Consider the following circuit. The current flowing through each of the resistors connected in the above circuit is. Consider the following circuit. The current flowing through each of the resistors connected in the above circuit is. So you are given with a parallel circuit of resistor 3 ohm, 3 ohm, then 6 volt, then a switch. Okay. Options are 2 amperes, 1 ampere, 9 ampere, 4 ampere. Okay, so please all of you try this. I'll give you 30 seconds. Try and comment the answers. Okay. So what is the answer you are getting? See, here there is a parallel circuit. So what is the formula for finding the resistance? Equivalent resistance. So one thing here, the current reaches this place and it divides into two currents, isn't it? So what is the combination of these resistors? Parallel. So RP is equal to R1 R2 by R1 plus R2, that is 3 into 3 by 3 plus 3, that is 9 by 6, 3 by 2. Okay, so RP is 3 by 2. Now, what is the current through the circuit? Current through this circuit is what? Current through this circuit is V by R. So voltage is 6 divided by R is 3 by 2. So that will become 2 by 3 if you write like this. So current is 4 amperes. Current is 4 amperes. And that divides into, this current reaches here and it divides into 2, isn't it? So here resistors are equal. So what is the current flowing through each? That is 2 amperes and 2 amperes. This 4 ampere current, it reaches here and divides into two equal currents of 2 ampere and 2 ampere. So the answer is 2 ampere. The answer is 2 ampere. Understood? 4 ampere current reaches this junction, divides into two equal currents. Why? Because two equal resistors are here. So that is 2 ampere here and 2 ampere here. Then they join and flow as 4 ampere. So through each resistance, there is a current of 2 ampere. So here answer is 2 ampere. And option A. Okay. Now listen, we already know. So this can be done in other method also. But I just showed you so that if you are having different values of resistors also you can do. Now listen, through in a voltage, so in a parallel circuit, voltage across the resistors will be same, isn't it? That means if I'm connecting two circuits like this and I'm providing a voltage 6 volt here. I'm providing a voltage 6 volt here, 3 ohm resistors. The voltage drop across each resistor will be same only. Why? Because they are connected at same end, isn't it? So this 6 volt will be the voltage across this ends. So if you want, you can just do 6 divided by 3. So that is 2 amperes. Okay. So if they are asking overall circuit in this current, you have to find the combination, then divide V by R. Understood? Then you have to apply this formula. Okay. So otherwise, if in a parallel circuit, voltage across the ends of of these two resistors are same. So you can just do I is equal to V by R. That is 6 divided by 3. Understood? Now moving to the next question. So here the answer was 2 amperes. Okay. So moving to the next question, question number 64. So those questions we have already done. So we go to the question number 71. Okay. 64 we have already done in another video. We are going to question number 71. The current I, voltage V, plot of a certain. That means you have to identify what for whether this graph between V and I is for semiconductor or a conductor which obeys Ohm's law, a superconductor or an insulator. What is the answer? Yes, of course, this is a conductor that obeys Ohm's law. This is a conductor that obeys Ohm's law. Straight line. Here it is straight line, isn't it? So in a VI graph, we are getting a straight line, means that obeys Ohm's law, isn't it? That means what is obey Ohm's law? Ohm's law means current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to voltage across the ends of the conductor, provided that temperature remains constant. Current flowing through a conductor is proportional to the voltage across the ends of the conductor, provided that temperature remains constant. That is known as Ohm's law. Now, a conductor that obeys Ohm's law is known as ohmic conductor. Ohmic conductor. Conductor which obeys Ohm's law is known as ohmic conductor. A conductor which do not obeys Ohm's law is known as non-ohmic conductor. A conductor which obeys Ohm's law is known as ohmic conductor. A conductor which do not obey Ohm's law is known as non-ohmic conductors. Okay, so this is a conductor which obeys Ohm's law, that is ohmic conductor. Now moving to the question number 72. Question number 72. Two conducting wires A and B are made of same material. Two conducting wires A and B are made of same material. If length of B is twice that of A and radius of circular cross section of A is twice that of B, then their resistors RA and RB are in the ratio. Two conducting wires A and B are made of same material. The length of B is twice that of A. Radius of circular cross section of A is twice that of B. Then resistances RA and RB are in the ratio. So please try. What is the answer? Try that. I'll give you 1 minute for doing this. Very easy question. Ratios I have given 2:1, 1:2, 1:8, 1:4. Okay, so let's see. See, we have two conductors, 2 to 1 wires A and B. They are made of same material, means rho is same. They are made of same material, means rho is same. That is resistivity is same for both the conductors. Now listen, a radius, then length of B is twice that of A. That means length of B is twice that of A. So here it is L means here it is 2L. Length of B is twice that of A. So if the length of LA is L, then length of B is 2L. Now radius of circular cross section of A. Radius of circular cross section of A. Radius of circular cross section of A is twice that of B. So here if it is radius is R means here radius will be, if I am taking small r. A is twice that of B means 2R. Here it is R means here it is 2R. Okay, this much is clear, isn't it? Now what you need to find? You need to find the resistances ratios, isn't it? So RA is to RB you have to find. Now listen, R is equal to rho L by A, isn't it? R is equal to rho L by A. That means R is directly proportional to, if rho is constant, you need not consider that. R is directly proportional to N and R is inversely proportional to area. So this is a circular cross section, isn't it? So R proportional to 1 by pi R square. That means pi is a constant. So R proportional to 1 by R square. So on this much things you have to keep in mind. Okay. So here I can write RA is equal to rho L by what is that, RL by rho L by A. A is pi R square, isn't it? So pi into 2R square. Then what is RB? RB is rho 2L by pi R square, isn't it? So now you have to divide this. You have to find the ratio between RA and RB, isn't it? So RA by RB is equal to rho will get cancelled, L will get cancelled, pi will get cancelled. Then here you have 4R square. Here you have, see here you have 1 by 4R square, isn't it? 2 square, that is 4R square divided by, here you have 2 by R square. Okay, so what is R? Then R square and R square get cancelled. What does this become? This will become 1 by 8. 1 by 8. So RA by RB is equal to 1 by 8. So RA is to RB is equal to 1 is to 8. RA is to RB is equal to 1 is to 8. 1 is to 8. Go through each and every step. It is very easy. Only you have to understand. You have to write like this. Otherwise, you will get confused. A and B. Same material means rho constant. Like what is the relation between L? Relation between R. Then you have to just substitute the formula R is equal to rho L by A. You will get the answer. So this 1 is to 8. 72 answer is option C. Please go through. Okay, we'll go to the next question. Question number 73. Question number 73. When you walk on a woolen carpet and bring your finger near the metallic handle of a door, an electric shock is produced. This is because when you walk on a woolen carpet and bring your finger near the metallic handle of a door, an electric shock is produced. This is because options are: charge is transferred from your body to handle. A chemical reaction occurs when you touch the handle. The temperature of the human body is higher than that of the handle. Human body and handle arrive at thermal equilibrium by the process. Human body and handle arrive at thermal equilibrium by the process. Okay, so you have to read the statements 2 times, then comment your answers. The answer is charge is transferred from your body to handle. Charge is transferred from your body to handle. So, for example, we have seen if you are rubbing a road, rubbing a comb or anything in your hair. After rubbing a comb or hair, something in your hair, then bring that towards some paper bits. What happens? This paper bits gets attached to the comb, isn't it? That is because of the transfer of charge. Okay, so here the answer is charge is transferred from your body to the handle. Okay, so moving to the next question, question number 74. The product of conductivity and resistivity of a conductor. The product of conductivity and resistivity of a conductor depends on pressure applied, depends on charge flowing through conductor, is same for all conductors, varies from conductor to conductor. Product of conductivity and resistivity depends on pressure applied, depends on current flowing through the conductor, is same for all conductors, varies from conductor to conductor. Okay, so find out the answer. So what is the answer? Answer is option C, is same for all conductors. Product of conductivity and resistivity of a conductor is same for all conductors. That means conductivity, what is resistivity? That is rho. What is conductivity? That is G, isn't it? So G is what? G is 1 by rho, isn't it? They're asking what is the product of conductivity and resistivity. So this is resistivity, this is conductivity. That is rho into 1 by rho. That is 1. So that is constant for all the same for all the conductors. Okay. So option C is the correct answer. So we'll see with more questions in the next video. Thank you so much, everyone. See you in the next class.